One. This is Devil's Rejects Training, and we're going to talk about another Let's Talk UFC edition. Alright, decided to mix things up a bit. I love a good UFC pay per view, but the UFC on Fox pay per views are one of my favorite events. And let's get cracking. Let's talk about this card. Alright, the first fight on the main card is Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres versus Jason Knight. When it comes down to it, this seems to be a good bout, good hot opener. Comes down to it, I think Alex Caceres is more well rounded, and he could pull like a bunch of cool like slick submissions on the ground if he gets on the ground. I'm going with Alex in this regard. Comes down to it, Jason Knight is able to do some pretty snazzy things on the ground too. But when it comes down to striking and stand-up ability, I think Alex has the advantage. I'm going with Alex by a unanimous decision. Well, very well then. Let's move on to the next fight. We have here some heavyweight action, a heavyweight slugfest right here, with the Pitbull, Andrei Arlovski versus this monster in Francis Ngannou. It comes down to it. In this bout, I honestly believe Andrei is going to be in trouble. He's been on a losing streak lately, and Francis is just a destructive force. In the past, it seems like Andre's chin really didn't hold up in the past. I'm predicting Francis is going to take this one by at least a devastating knockout or a brutal TKO by at least like the second round. A bold statement indeed. Very well then. I'm actually excited to see more of Francis in the heavyweight division. Alright. Moving on. Oh boy. Cowboy Donald Cerrone versus George Masvidal. Well, it comes down to a company. Cowboy's a real company, man. He loves to fight and he loves to serve the UFC. When it comes down to it, this should be a pretty fun bout indeed. Comes down to it though, who do you think I'm gonna pick when it comes down to this welterweight clash? I'm going with Cowboy. He's been a monster at 170, and I don't even think anyone's gonna be taking him down anytime soon. Comes down to it, George is a pretty tough guy though, so I think he could withstand some of the storm. But I'm going with Cowboy by a lopsided unanimous decision. All right, very well then. Very well then. Main event. We have here, which seems to be a good title eliminator, Valentina Shevchenko versus the Venezuelan vixen Juliana Pena. When it comes down to it, this is a very interesting fight, interesting indeed. But when it comes down to who I'm going to pick, I'm going to be choosing Juliana Pena. She is a total pitbull in there. Very tough. She's very rugged and she really grinds and beats up her opponents. To me, the keys to victory for Juliana to win is to really apply the pressure. Just grind her up against the cage. Just beat her up on the ground. And she's pretty good on the ground as well, too. So when it comes down to this, I have Juliana Pena, working Valentina over. And I'm going with Juliana Pena with a submission victory by the third round. Very fun fight indeed. And also some commentary, I should say as well. I believe Juliana could be a legitimate threat to Amanda Nunes. I have a gut feeling about that. Oh, well, alrighty then. That's the main card for you. And now I'm going to go cover an honorable mention. Nate the Great Marquardt versus Smiling Sam Alvey. When it comes down to it, Sam Alvey made a very impressive comeback. I remember him in his the Ultimate Fighter season he was on. And when it comes down to it, he really got his stuff together, and now he's a regular in the UFC now. Very fun indeed. And Nate Marquardt, not sure about him. The losses are really starting to pile up. And I think most of his chin is starting to wear away too. So when it comes down to it, my pick for this bout is going to be Smiling Sammy Alvey by a devastating first round knockout. That's the way the cookie crumbles, man. What else could I say? Well, very well then. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. You have a great day, guys. Bye.